What's up, y'all? I'm Nate G219, and this is the Help It Back About It. Y'all know what it is. Another one coming at y'all. First, hit that like and subscribe. Hit that channel if y'all want to help out. Today's October 26th, about 1 o'clock in the afternoon. But you know, none of that shit matters. Today, I'm going to be telling you a county jail story that's also happened in prison. But in county jail, every time I was in jail, this happened. Somebody was doing this. And be ready from what I'm about to tell you, because it's nasty, man. You don't understand. When you're incarcerated with some of the worst people in the world. You know, you're arrested. You might be in there for some petty stuff, but you committed a crime. 99.9% of the people around you have also committed a crime. There's that slight percent of a person being in there for something they didn't do, but it doesn't happen very often. A lot of people, do they belong in jail and in prison? No, probably not. But I'm going to tell you, a majority of them that are inside do belong in there. And one thing inside counties and prisons that you must have is respect. Respect is the number one thing that you must have amongst everybody. Because the second you start disrespecting one, a lot of others become disrespected as well. And when you're pulling the stunts that I'm about to tell you, you're disrespecting every single man in the dorm. So I'm just going to tell you about one of the times. This happened in the new Porter County Jail. So the new Porter County Jail is divided into 3 sections: A, B, and C. And on C side, B side, and A side, there's 8 dorms in each of them. So 24 dorms in this jail, this county jail. It's a pretty large jail, but not at the same time, considering some of the ones I've seen and heard about. But I'm sure they've had these problems too. There was a pooping bandit. And I wish it was just somebody crapping in the toilet and not flushing, but unfortunately, it was somebody in the shower not flushing. There's some disgusting individuals in the jail. So, you know, one morning about 7 o'clock in the morning, I hear an announcement: whoever's pooping in this shower, but they didn't say poop. Whoever's pooping in this shower, if we catch you, we're jumping you. Point blank, period. And who had said it was a gang member, and he was respected. So who had ever been busted was going to get messed up. Well, this kid Cory, man. This kid Cory, he was a little nasty MFer. And a lot of people just didn't like him. He stunk. He'd get like $50 a month or something like that. And by month, nothing but zoom zooms, wham whams, no hygiene, no toothpaste, none of that. He didn't brush his teeth. He didn't do none of that. Well, it was Cory. Yeah, not Cody. It was Cory. Cory liked to try to be in the circle with people and everything like that, but nobody would let him in. Nobody would let him in. So one day, somebody goes to clean the showers because everybody, they kind of rotate, cleaning. No, what they were doing, they were going to get in the shower. And that's when the announcement was made. Not 48 hours later, it happened again. Days went on. This happened every day, at least every other day. Weeks went on. It kept happening. About 2 months into it, Cory had been in the shower. Nobody knew who had been in the shower at that point in time, but somebody had been back there using the pisser. So you got a couple toilets back there, and people are going to be in and out of there all day long, whether somebody's in the shower or not. I mean, yeah, there's a curtain over the shower, but, well, the hell, I don't remember his name. You think it was Jesse or Yeah, you know what it was, Jesse. Big black dude, Jesse. He was back there taking a leak, and he heard what sounded to him as a big flop. And followed behind that flop was a long fart and another flop. And he said he thought to himself, this is what he had told me. Me and Jesse were pretty cool. He tells me he knew at that time because he started smelling feces. He said he pulled that curtain open and that kid was in there trying to smash it down the drain with his feet. I'm not going to try to visualize. Man, I got a weak stomach. Hold on, time out. Timing. Yeah, this little nasty bastard was playing in his own dookie, trying to get it down the drain. Why this man was shitting in the drain, it has to be something wrong with him. But that's what he was doing. So Jesse commenced just boom. Now Jesse had to have been 6'5", 6'6", big solid black guy. Cory, maybe 5'9", 5'10", with some work boots on, maybe 160 pounds. Jesse, every bit of 250, solid muscle. I mean, big boy. Just boom. Well, Cory's head hit the wall. Cory fell into his own shit that he had been playing with. I'm sure that part didn't bother him. But what bothered him is that big open split his head wide open. So now is there not only feces all over the shower, there's blood all over the shower. Blood's running down the drain. Cory ends up getting up, falling outside of the shower. Crap, blood all over this man. And, calling all guards. Everybody runs in. Hems Jesse up, puts him in cuffs. Now they realize what happened. And a lot of us had told the cops, cops were asking, is this true? Is this man really shitting in the shower? You know what? Apparently, people had put in kite after kite saying somebody had been shitting in the shower. And something bad's going to happen if we don't figure it out who it was. Or if the cops didn't figure out who it was and get them the hell out of there. Well, cops didn't give a damn. Well, the dorm figured out who it was. And Cory's still not right to this day. This happened back in 2010, maybe. Cory's still not right to this day. I actually just saw Cory about an hour ago, and this is what brought the story up to me, or brought it back up to me. Excuse me. I had ran into the gas station, and there's Cory. His whole entire face is deformed. I mean, it looks like part of it maybe paralyzed or something, and he's walking with a cane. So, all for pooping in the shower. Never figured out why he was doing it. Maybe he was resentful because nobody wanted to mess with him. I didn't really talk with him, but he never really tried to talk with me. But had he, I probably wouldn't have talked to him just because the odor. He smelled like hot garbage juice mixed with rotten onions or something. I mean, disgusting, man. Disgusting. Never forget life's choices, guys. You never know what you're going to experience. You have no clue what you're going to get yourself into. But hey, guys, I hope you like this story. Hit that like, hit that subscribe, hit that channel if you'll want to help out. I'm at 989 subscribers. Let's get to that 1,000 mark. I'm so close. But hey, guys, always remember, if they ain't hating it, you ain't making it. Peace.